If you think you have had a good soup before, wait until you try this Indian British inspired Mulligatawny soup. Easy to make, comforting, packed with flavor, and guaranteed to have everyone asking for more in this cold weather. So let's get to the recipe. Start by heating some oil in your instant pot on saute mode. This is optional, but I also like to add a tablespoon of ghee for more enhanced flavor. Now add in 1 tablespoon of black peppercorns for some heat along with some fennel seeds, and I also added in a sprig of fresh curry leaves. Definitely toast them until they begin to release their flavor into the oil. Next, for more aromatics, adding in 7 smashed garlic cloves, few sliced ginger pieces, and also fresh turmeric root which has been sliced, and it's gonna give this soup a nice yellow color with earthy note. Now time to add in some vegetables, starting with chopped onions along with some diced carrots and also half a cup of beetroot. One good thing about this recipe is you can customize this according to your preferences and also use up any leftover vegetables that has been sitting around in your fridge. Next goes in 1 chopped whole tomato. Next, add in about 2 cups of diced pumpkin, which gives the soup a nice body to it. Another important ingredient for this soup is to add cilantro root. It adds a distinct fresh layer that makes a huge difference, so don't skip it. Along with this, I'm gonna add in some lentils, starting with quarter cup of red lentils, masoor dal, and moong dal, which are yellow split lentils, which is going to create a nice hearty texture and also thickening the soup. And another interesting ingredient we add is chopped apple. In this recipe, apple adds a subtle sweetness that complements the spices in the soup. And historically, this soup became very popular during the British rule in India in the early 19th century, eventually becoming the national soup of India, originating from rasam recipe in South Indian cuisine. Now with the powder spices, we are gonna start in by adding in about 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, 1 tablespoon of curry powder, salt to taste, and a dash of garam masala. Stirring everything well, and we are letting this cook so that it can have a light caramelization. Then we will go ahead and add in about 4 cups of hot water, or you could also add vegetable or chicken broth to give it more flavor. And again, I'm going to give it a quick mix. Now it's time to close the instant pot lid and cook on high pressure for 16 minutes. Allow it to cool slightly, then going to use an immersion blender to blend the soup until extra smooth. And it will take about 4 minutes to blend everything into a puree consistency. If you don't have this blender, you can transfer a portion of this soup into a standard blender or mixie after completely it's been cooled down. For an extra refined texture, strain it through a fine mesh sieve to remove any remaining solids, and it also helps achieve a smooth restaurant style consistency at home. Now gonna pour back the strained soup back into the instant pot. I have turned it back on into the saute mode. Reheat gently, and the goal here is to simmer uncovered for about 5 minutes. And then I'm gonna add in about half a can of coconut milk, which is going to give the soup a very creamy, rich, luxurious flavor and making it even more super flavorful. We are gonna let it simmer briefly for a few minutes. It absolutely smells so comforting, and I wish you all could smell this. And surprisingly, this soup recipe is also completely vegan as there's no dairy products. And this is a good time where I would adjust in all the seasonings like salt and pepper before turning off the heat. And there we have it. The British Indian Mulligatawny soup is ready to be served. Definitely enjoy it hot. 2 or 3 days later, the soup tasted even better than the first day. So it's great for meal preps and best freezer soup recipe. It also reheats really well. So definitely give this wonderful recipe a try. It's a winner every time I make it for my family, friends, and at gatherings. I'm very happy sharing this recipe in Avakaya Avenue today. If you like this recipe, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. See you again with another yummy recipe. Bye!